You are watching InfiniteSpaceLink Episode 3. So in today's video, we're going to be going through a few things. So first off, we're going to start with space-related Python libraries and quick descriptions of them. We're going to go with a loophole scenario in a summer camp game. The longest one will probably be, or actually maybe not the longest one, but I'd say arguably the most important one would be the most useful college applications advice I've been given, and something that middle schoolers could be doing now to get ahead. And we're also going to have a clip of a dog eating scattered up kibbles, which is dog food if you didn't know that. And so last video I had myself I worked on a model rocket on software called Open Rocket. I wasn't exactly finished with it, but now I went back to the program and perfected it a bit more, and I'm going to be giving you a tour of how the components work. And yeah, so let's get to it. But before we continue with this video, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell button if you haven't already, so you can get notified for all the videos I make, which are typically around Sunday 6 p.m. EST, but not always. But let's continue. So now we're going to be looking at space-related Python libraries. So the first one we'll have is the FM library, and it's for calculating the phase of the moon and other data analysis. We also have the AstroPy library and the SpacePy library, which are both generally for making calculations, data analysis, visualization, and manipulation for astronomy to be more efficient. We also have the Astro ML library, which provides tools for machine learning, statistical analysis, and data mining related to astronomy typically. We also have the Aero Sandbox library, and the purpose is mainly for problem solving in terms of engineering systems for spacecraft and aircraft, getting the right statistics or good statistics for parts of them. And lastly, we have the SkyPy library and the NumPy library, and the purposes are generally for numerical computations typically related to space.
Okay, campers, we're going to be playing a game. We have these tiles, and you're all going to use them to get to me in order to win. But you can't step on the ground. And you always need to have contact with the tiles in some way, or you lose them to the ground. Good luck.
Okay, I got one.
Okay, now 2.
Okay, Charles, come on. Okay, get another tile.
All right, I think I'll just...
Oh, wait, no, that's not what I meant.
Later, thanks.
I swear he always does this.
So I'd say the most useful college applications advice I've been given is that college applications are mainly relevant extracurricular focused. Basically, this is how they generally work. So unless you're insane at a certain extracurricular, you still got to do well academically. Try to maintain at least a 93 or 94 average with straight A's. This doesn't need to be perfect, though. Aim for a 1530 minimum on the SAT or a 34 minimum on the ACT. Well, then again, this is just talking about top colleges. Even the ones that aren't top 50 are still really good, and you maybe won't need to be this high in terms of standards. So try to get at least around 8 AP classes in. Again, none of this needs to be perfect. In college applications, you want to stand out, and it's pretty hard to do so in terms of grades in courses. Yes, even if you finish calculus sophomore year, for example, and I've heard from college admissions officers, that doesn't really make you stand out. It's a class normal students from top colleges take, and it isn't exactly two-way coming from top high schools and stuff. Well, if it's even not a top high school, it's still just a general course. So, standing out academically would be winning some academic-related competition, something related to math team or science Olympiad. Another way would be to, get into competitive academical-related programs, such as some problem-solving program. So, yes, this means genuinely get serious with extracurriculars, but you want to do, relevant extracurriculars. For example, if you know you want to work in, let's say, aerospace engineering, instead of trying to get a bunch of activity related to medicine or just general activity that's, really random, You should do like rocketry and engineering clubs or programs. Colleges' expectations aren't rigged, like they genuinely want students who would be prepared for future careers. Like, say you want to major in computer science, maybe learn how to code in high school, or if you already do, then that's great. It's like they value quality over quantity in extracurriculars, so like go deep into a few ones that are relevant for future careers you might be interested in, and the ones that you actually enjoy. Things that look really good are like doing programs offered by top colleges and stuff that have like good coursework and hands-on work. So, like, it's okay if you don't know what you want to do in the future when you enter high school. Most freshmen are like that. Freshman year is the time to, like, explore different extracurriculars and figure out what you truly enjoy and then go deeper into that field. This is something that middle schoolers could do to get ahead in that and, like, building good study habits. Okay, so I have finished my open rocket model of the high powered rocket that I'm building. Well, except for the motor, I'm still figuring that out. So, I'm going to give you a quick tour of this. So, we have the nose cone. It's because it's more sharp than the other parts of the rocket, it reduces drag, aka air resistance, as it helps the rocket cut through the air. In here, we have the parachute right there. So, like, as you would anticipate, the parachute is so the rocket lands without damaging itself or other background objects. It's sort of hidden, but we also have the shock cord in there. It connects to the parachute and the rest of the rocket, so the parachute actually influences the rocket and doesn't just like go off by itself, leaving the rocket to break and potentially damage other objects. Here we have the coupler. It connects the body tubes in a rocket. Here we have the bulkhead. It's to serve as separation between the motor and recovery system so they don't accidentally interact and then harm the rocket. So we have the front body tube. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see. Yeah, so this thing right here. So it's also known as the payload section in this case. So like by definition, it carries the payload, the main component for the rocket's mission. Since this is a model rocket, it's just for like role-playing purposes or for fun or for general experience. An example of a payload could be an egg that I wouldn't want to get cracked during flight, landing, or trajectory. We also have the back body tube, or just generally just a body tube. It holds the propulsion system, or like the engine parts, as we have here. We have the inner tube, which houses the engine of the rocket. We have the centering rings used to hold the inner tube in place. Yeah, these circular things. Then we have the motor slash the engine, and it's used to project the rocket upwards. And then the fins increase the stability of the rocket by helping the center of pressure or surface area be behind the center of gravity or mass of the rocket. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I upload every week at Sunday at about 6 p.m. EST, so I will see you next week.